तेरी ज़हरा पे मुसीबत की घड़ी है, हाय बाबा तेरी ज़हरा पे मुसीबत की घड़ी है। कैसे दरवाज़ा हटाऊं, कैसे मोहसिन को बचाऊं, सांस सीने में रुकी है, तेरी ज़हरा पे मुसीबत की घड़ी है। हाथ में जिसके मेरा हाथ दिया था तूने, कह के मन कुन तो जिसे मौला कहा था तूने, मैंने हर मोड़ पे बाबा साथ उसका है निभाया, हाँ मेरा जुर्म यही है, तेरी ज़हरा पे मुसीबत की घड़ी है। तेरी उम्मत ने बना दी है ये हालत बाबा, कोई पसली भी नहीं मेरी सलामत बाबा, सांस लेती हूँ मैं जिस दम घुटने लगता है मेरा दम, सिर्फ मरने की कमी है, तेरी ज़हरा पे मुसीबत की घड़ी है। कभी दरबार में पेशी को बुलाते हैं हमें, कभी दरवाजे पे आके सताते हैं हमें, मेरे ये फूल से बच्चे पूछते हैं यही मुझसे, क्या खता हमसे हुई है, तेरी ज़हरा पे मुसीबत की घड़ी है। शर्म आती है भला तुमको बताऊं कैसे, ये तमाचों के निशान तुमको दिखाऊं कैसे, तुम न पहचान सकोगे देख कर मुझ से कहोगे क्या मेरी ज़हरा यही है। तेरी ज़हरा पे मुसीबत की घड़ी है। आपके सोग में तारीख न देखा गया घर, आगे दरवाजे पे उम्मत ने लगा दिया कर। बाबा जाबाद तुम्हारे देखिए घर में हमारे रोशनी कैसे हुई है। तेरी ज़हरा पे मुसीबत की घड़ी है। कब्र ज़हरा से तकल्लुम ये सदा आती है। कितनी सदियों से मेरी कब्र पे वीरानी है। फूल तुरबत पे चढ़ाने एक दिया ला के जलाने क्या मदीने में कोई है। तेरी ज़हरा पे मुसीबत की घड़ी है। बर मोहम्मद वाले मोहम्मद सलावत।
सलवात बर मोहम्मद वाले मोहम्मद। इसको जरा उठा सकते हैं भाई। बारे दिगर सलावत। जिस रोज़ के हो इज़ अस्समाउ शक़्क़त। जिस रोज़ के हो इज़ अस्समाउ शक़्क़त। ज़ाहिर हो नुजूमुन कदरात। बाबा से कहेंगी फातिमा या हजरत बाबा से कहेंगी फातिमा या हजरत औलाद मेरी बिअय्ये ज़म्बिन क़ुतिलत जिस रोज़ के हो। फातिहा। सलवात बर मोहम्मद व आले मोहम्मद। ठीक है भाई। बिस्तर से थरथरा के उठी थाम कर असा कब्रे नबी पा फातिहाए आखिरी पढ़ा हमसाइयों के घर गई रुखसत को कहा लो साहिबो बहाल करो अब लो साहिबो बहाल करो अब कुछ है ईज़ा थी तुम सबों को मेरे शोर व शैन से कल फातिमा न होएगी तुम सोना कल फातिमा न होएगी तुम सोना कल फातिमा न होएगी तुम सोना हमसाए के हुकूक से आगाह है जहां लोगों मेरे यतीमों से रहना निगाहबां अब साथ इनका और तुम्हारा है हम कहाँ बिन माँ की होती है मेरी दुखियारी बेटियां बचपन पाप ने बच्चों के आंसू बहाती हूँ तुम पर हसन हुसैन को मैं छोड़े जा तुम पर हसन हुसैन को मैं छोड़े जा रो कर कभी हसन को गले से लगा लिया आगोश में हुसैन को गाहे बिठा लिया रुखसत किया किसी को बुला लिया पढ़ने के वास्ते कभी कुरान उठा लिया कहती थी गा बच्चों से मुंह अपना मोड़ के कल सोने घर में कल सोने घर में सोना है बस्ती को छोड़ सुन लो वसीयतें मेरी इस वक्त या इमाम फिजा से मेरे बाद अदालत से लेना काम होशियार फातिमा की अमानत से सुबह हो शाम दो बेटियां दो बेटे हैं बस और खुदा का नाम मैंने बड़े दुखों से ये सब बच्चे पाले हैं हक के हवाले तुम ये तुम्हारे हक के हवाले तुम ये तुम्हारे हवा के कब्र में मुझको हसन लिटाए, शबीर मेरे मुर्दे का मुंह क़िबला को फिराए, फिर खुद कहा नहीं नहीं बच्चा है डर न जाए, नागाह खेलते हुए दोनों यतीम आए, छाती लगा के बोली के लो हम तो मरते हैं, तुमसे सुलूक देखिए क्या लोग का, तुमसे सुलूक देखिए क्या लोग का ये कहती थी कि गश ने दिया मौत का पयाम, हुजरे से निकले रोते हुए अक़रबा तमाम, तरतीब नाश के लिए बाहर गए इमाम, ज़हरा ने या मुसल्ले पर अपना किया मकाम, लिखा है बस नमाज इशा की अदा हुई, और गुल उठा के बिन्ते नबी की क़ज़ा, और गुल उठा के बिन्ते नबी की क़ज़ा हुई। माथा हसन ने मुर्दे के माथे पर रख दिया, रो रो के अम्मा अम्मा कहा और गशुआ, तलवों से अपने माथे को शबीर ने मला, पाँव में दम ना पाया तो ये कान में कहा, मैं आपका गुलाम हूँ और नूर-ए-ऐन हूँ, आवाज दो हुसैन, आवाज दो हुसैन हूँ, आवाज दो हुसैन हूँ, अम्मा हुसैन
मैं गुजारिश करूँगा जनाब जाफर मशदी साहब आके नजरान अकीदत पेश करें, सलवात पर मोहम्मद वाले मोहम्मद।
सलवात पर मोहम्मद वाले मोहम्मद। गुजर गई फातिमा जहां से, यतीम है छोटे बच्चे बनी है घर में, बस के यतीम है छोटे छोटे बच्चे, उठा के रंजो अलम सीधारी, बला के सहे सहे के गम से धारी, यतीम छोटे छोटे बच्चे जो चोट लगती है में दिल पर तो माँ की मैयत के पास आकर जो चोटें लगती है नन्हे दिल पर तो माँ की मैयत के पास आकर पुकारते हैं लिपटे लिपटे कर यतीम छोटे छोटे बच्चे ये खूब था मुझे को मौत आती मगर न ज़हरा के जान जाती ये लाल क्यों करे पलेंगे मुझे से यतीम है छोटे छोटे बच्चे पड़ा है ज़हरा का घर में लाशा हरम में बाखिर है शोर गिरिया ये रंज पूछो अली के दिल से यतीम है छोटे छोटे बच्चे
Salawat par Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So as we continue in these days of Ayyam-e-Fatimiyah, these Majlis series will continue till Monday, inshallah, with Maulana Sayyid Muhammad Rizvi, continuing on the topic of Fatima martyred in the path of Wilayah. A few announcements for upcoming programs for you to note on your calendars. The annual IEC HUSAINI Shab-e-Azah in honor of Sayyida Fatima will be Saturday, December 9th. Again, Saturday, December 9th, with guest speakers Dr. Salman Turabi. We have azadars coming from all over actually all over North America. with confirmed guests from Dallas, Houston, New Jersey, North Carolina, New York, Atlanta, and Toronto as of now. And inshallah more will be confirming as we get closer to the date. So inshallah December 9th, please keep note of that. The Jamaat Sani Ayyam series will start December 12th and go on till December 16th, and that will be addressed by Maulana Irtaza Naqvi of Dallas, Texas. Please note that series will be in Urdu. Last announcement that I have, and I'm sorry this is going to be a long one, and again I'm going to repeat what I said yesterday. November 28th, this coming Tuesday, is Giving Tuesday, and IEC is running a campaign. We're calling it Together We Give. So Giving Tuesday is a global campaign arranged for organizations, not-for-profit organizations just like IEC, to raise funds. What's special about this is that many companies do donation matching. And so this is where I need everyone in this community to come together, and that's why we call it Together We Give. Check with your employers. We know, we have confirmed that Chase Bank, so if you work for Chase Bank, BMO Harris, and a few other banks, they are matching donations from their employees. So if you work for any of those, but check with other employees. So if you work for any corporation, please check with your corporation. They will match. That's if, for example, if you give $1,000, they will match $1,000. What's the best way to double your investment into IEC than to have these corporations matching? So please do your homework. Monday, when you go into work, check with your employer. Send an email to HR, see if there's already a campaign out. Giving Tuesday is this Tuesday, so Tuesday, usually they will do the matching. But that's not the only way to give to IEC. We are running this Giving Tuesday campaign throughout these days and throughout Ayyam-e-Fatimiyah. So if you want to donate, you can donate. Go visit IECHusaini.org/donate. You can find the email address for our Zelle. You can find the link for PayPal. You can also find around the building, you'll find QR codes. There is a table in the back. Either Yusuf Pai or someone will be at that table where you can pay by credit card. You can give a cash donation, however it works for you. This works for the next couple days. Even on our Tuesday program, you can come and donate if you want to give on Giving Tuesday. This campaign for giving to IEC is not just limited to the 28th, but the 28th is important because your employers might be matching on that day. Again, Giving Tuesday, November 28th, talk to your employers, please. Salawat par Muhammad wa alayhi. So yesterday I mentioned that Sayyid Muhammad Rizvi is an esteemed Islamic scholar. He is a dedicated educator. He has backgrounds in both science with a degree in biomedical sciences and Islamic studies with his studies in Hawza Ilmiya in Qum and Hawza Ilmiya of England. I also want to mention that he studied Islamic medicine and blood cupping in Qum, and he is proficient in multiple languages, including English, Urdu, Farsi, and German, and I found out he probably knows a little bit of Punjabi too, I guess. With that, he possesses a unique ability to connect with the diverse communities worldwide, and we are actually honored for his first trip to the US, and I want to reiterate how lucky we are to have him address our community. With that, I'd like to invite Maulana Sayyid Muhammad Rizvi to continue his lecture series on Fatima, martyred on the path of Ilaya. Salawat par Muhammad wa alayhi Muhammad.
فاتحة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إياك نستعين الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين بارئ الخلائق أجمعين باعث الأنبياء والمرسلين ثم الصلاة والسلام والتحية والإكرام على الأفضل الموجودات العبد المؤيد الرسول المسدد المصطفى الأمجد والمحمود الأحمد سيدنا ونبينا وحبيب قلوبنا وشفيع ذنوبنا صاحب الوقار والسكينة المدفون بأرض المدينة أبي القاسم محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المظلومين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد ولعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين من الأولين والآخرين آمين يا رب العالمين. فقد قال إمامنا موسى بن جعفر القاظم عليه الصلاة والسلام إن فاطمة الصديقة الشهيدة. درود پڑھیے محمد وآل محمد پر صلی علی محمد وآل. Upholding majalis for the martyrdom of the Lady of Light. As Shia of Fatima to Zahra, as lovers of the Holy Lady of Light, it is a duty upon us to honor her legacy, to remember her year after year, and to think back at that sacrifice which she made after the passing of the Prophet. Because upholding majalis for the Lady of Light is to uphold and revive Ghadir, to uphold her majalis, to uphold her remembrance, her zikr. The zikr of Fatima is the zikr of Ghadir, because it is Fatima. If Rasulullah in Ghadir introduced Imam Amirul Mu'mineen, then Fatima highlighted the message of Ghadir. In the same way, Zainab Kubra highlighted the message of Karbala. And so, the zikr of Fatima is the zikr of Ghadir. The zikr of Ghadir is the zikr of the Prophet. And the zikr of the Prophet is the zikr of Allah. So the zikr of Fatima is the zikr of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. And so it's absolutely incumbent upon us as followers of Fatima Zahra, as lovers of Fatima Zahra, to come together and uphold these majalis. Because for the Lady of Light to give that sacrifice, she wanted to instill the message in the hearts and minds of people. Someone who the Prophet introduced as a part of himself, not as a part of his liver, as some may say. Minni, that doesn't mean my liver. Here, minni. Here, ruhi. She is my soul. Fatima is a part of me, she's not a part of my liver. She's not a part of my body. Me is not body. Because when you die, the body decomposes, but the me still goes up. The nafs still survives. So Fatima is not a part of the body of the Prophet. Fatima is a part of the essence of Nabuwah. You know, there's a difference here. Because the body can survive even after losing parts. You lose a hand, you can survive. You lose an eye, you can survive. You can have an ear cut off and still survive. But when you lose the me, you die. In other words, Nabuwa, the essence of Nabuwa needs Fatima. And I'll explain that as I go on tonight. Same thing with Wilaya. So remember, Fatima is a part of the essence of the Prophet. Hiya ruhi allati bayna jambay. She is my soul between my two sides of the body. The essence of Nabuwa. Now this lady, who is the essence of the Prophet, she is mentioned amongst the 4 ladies who are considered the best of women. Asiya, Maryam, Khadija, and Fatima. And this is something accepted by both Sunni and Shia Muhaddiseen. I'll give you an example. Bukhari has narrated this hadith that Fatima is Sayyidatun Nisa Ahlil Jannah. She is not only Sayyidatun Nisa of Dunya, but she is Sayyidatun Nisa of Ahlil Jannah. Bukhari. Muslim has 2 traditions from 2 different chains of narrators, 2 different sanads. One says that Fatima is the Sayyida of Mu'minat, Sayyidatun Nisa of Mu'minat, of the believing women. Another hadith says Fatima is the Sayyidatun Nisa Hadhihi al-Ummah, of this Ummah. So there's 2 different narrations. I want everyone's attention on this before I move on. Number 1 hadith in Bukhari and 2 in Muslim. And Bukhari and Muslim considered to be the 2 most authentic sources, works of the Ahl Sunnati wal Jama'ah. Everyone with me? Bukhari says she is the queen of the ladies of paradise. Muslim says she is the queen of the ladies of Mu'minat, the believing women. Or Muslim says she is the queen of the ladies of this Ummah. Good. Now the question is, Quran also says that Maryam is Sayyidatun Nisa. The Quran also says that Maryam was chosen by Allah. Inna Allah istafaki wa tahharaki wa istafaki ala nisa'il alameen. Allah has chosen you, purified you, and chosen you upon all of the women of the world. Fatima Sayyidatun Nisa and Maryam Sayyidatun Nisa. So now who is higher in status? If you go with what Muslim says, if Fatima is the Sayyidah of all of the Mu'minat, then Maryam was a Mu'minah. I don't know if you're awake or... I'll say it again. If Fatima, according to Muslim, is the Sayyidah of all of the Mu'minat, the believing women, then Maryam is a Mu'minah, no doubt. And if they say no, if she is the Sayyidatun Nisa of the Ummah, Hadhihi al-Ummah, then Sunni Shia ijma that this Ummah is the greatest of Ummah. And so the Ummah of Maryam is not greater than the Ummah of this. So in both scenarios, Fatima turns out to be greater than Maryam. A person came to the holy 6th Imam Ja'far as-Sadiq alayhi salatu wassalam. And he says, Yabna Rasulillah, Fatima is Sayyidatun Nisa, Maryam is Sayyidatun Nisa. What's the difference? The Holy Imam says Fatima and Maryam are both Sayyidatun Nisa. That's right. But Maryam is Sayyidatun Nisa of her time. And Fatima is Sayyidatun Nisa of all of times. The difference. She is the Sayyidatun Nisa of her time. Fatima is Sayyidatun Nisa of all of times. Min al-awwaleen wal-akhirin. The nations that came before and the nations that come after. In fact, the famous top mufassir of Ahlul Sunnah, S.Mehboob Shahabuddin Alusi, he's a mufassir of the Holy Quran. He writes a commentary on this, and he says, this hadith, the hadith that is in Bukhari Muslim, regards to the greatness of Fatima, He says that this is enough to prove that Fatima is not only just greater than Maryam and that nation, Fatima is greater than every woman in the nation of Muhammad. And then he says this includes the wives of the Prophet, including, the daughter of the first caliph, he says. He says Fatima is greater than her. He says, no, not only that, because according to him, he believes the Prophet has 4 daughters. He says, in fact, even the other 3 daughters are greater than the daughter of the first caliph. Alim Ahl Sunnat, S.Mehboob, Shahabuddin Alusi, go check it. He says, not only Fatima, the 4 daughters obviously he believes in 4 daughters, they're all greater than the daughter of the first caliph. And then he says, look, this is enough to establish that Fatima Zahra remains unparalleled and unmatched. Now you know what the Prophet says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Hadith Qudsi to the Prophet, Ya Ahmad, lawlak lama khalaqtul aflaq. O Prophet, had I not created you, I would not create the dunya or the akhirah. Walawla Ali lama khalaqtuka. Had it not been for Ali, I would have not created you. Walawla Fatima lama khalaqtukuma. And had it not been for Fatima, I would have not had created either one of you. What does that mean? If you stop for a minute, some people have asked a question on this. So what does this mean? O Prophet, if it wasn't for you, I would have not created the dunya or the akhirah. And you know that Allah created everything because of the Prophet. And was it not for Ali, I would have not created you. And had it not been for Fatima, I would have not created both of you, the pair of you. So what does that mean? Is Fatima greater than her father? Or is Fatima greater than Ali ibn Abi Talib? Or is Fatima greater than both of them? No. The greatest is the Prophet. But that's not what it means. One of the ulama, he gives I gave an example yesterday, Marhum Ayatollah Sayyid Ja'far Murtaza. He was asked this question, he said, what does this mean? He says, look, one thing is for sure, that Allah created this sama'an mabniya wala ardan madhiya wala qamaran munira wala shamsan mudhiya. He did not create the heavens, the earth, the sun, the moon, illa fi muhabbati ha'ula. Except in the love of the 5, alladhina hum tahta al-kisab, those who are under the cloak. He said, there is no doubt that Allah created this dunya in the love of the Panjatan. But He created everything so that He could take everything to its kamal. All of imkan, Alam-e-Imkan, all of mawjudat, all of existence. Allah created it so it could go to its kamal. And for it to go to its kamal, it must have a better ma'rifah. And to have a better ma'rifah, it must have a role model. And so He created the Panjatan for role models. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسِ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. We did not create man and jinn except for worship. But He wanted man to have the best of worship. So He gave them the best of worshippers. So you want to pray salah, pray like Ali and Muhammad. You want to do sajda, make your sujood like Hussein. You want to give charity, give your charity like Hassan ibn Ali. You want to be known for sabr, have sabr like Zainab Kubra. So He wanted to take everything to kamal. And so He gave them such personalities who were ba kamal. Ahlul Bayt. And so because He gave them these personalities, and so these personalities all play a role in the reaching of the maqsad, the hadaf, the divine goal. Now, لَوْلَا فَاطِمَةَ لَمَا خَلَقْتُكُمَا. What does that mean? He says, look, everything has a role in society. Ahlul Bayt have a role in society in reaching the divine goal. Head without the body is useless. Body without the head is useless. Ya Ali anta minni, O Ali, you are to me كالجسد من الرأس. You are to me like the head is to the body. كالرأس من الجسد. You are to me as the head is to the body. The head needs the body and the body needs the head. Ali needs Muhammad, Muhammad needs Ali. To make it a little bit more clear. Alright. The head needs the body and the body needs the head. But both the head and the body need the heart. And the heart is Fatima. So you have the head, it can't survive without the body. You have the body that can't survive without the head. And there's no point having a head and a body and not having a heart or not having lungs. So everything goes back. In other words, had it not been for Fatima, people would have forgot Ghadir. So Ghadir needs Fatima. Had it not been for Fatima being the daughter of the Prophet, the only living daughter, biological daughter of the Prophet after the Holy Messenger passed from this dunya, people would have forgot the Messenger. So both Ali and Muhammad together need Fatima. This is the maqam of the lady. This is what it means. Had it not been for Fatima, I would have not have created you. It means that had it not been for Fatima, those divine goals, the hadaf, the maqsad of the deen would have not been reached without Fatima. Fatima is the essence of the mazhab. Now you understand why she is the markaz. Hum Fatimatu wa abuha wa ba'luha wa banuha. Fatima is the markaz. You look at Hadith-e-Kisa, Fatima is the markaz. You look at Mubahala, Fatima is the markaz. You look at Tadhir, Fatima is the markaz. You look at Ayyam-e-Fatimiyah, Fatima is the markaz. Allah introduces Ahlul Bayt through Fatima. The center, the most pivotal point in reaching Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala is Fatima. And hence when she is pleased, he is pleased. And when she is angry, he is angry. With whom she is pleased, he is pleased. With whom she is angry, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is angry. Recite salawat, please. This is the rank that she occupies. That had it not been for her, Nabuwat and Wilayat would have not reached those stages that it reached with Fatima. But the Lady of Light, amongst the 4 best women, Fatima is greater than all of them. And so her sacrifice is greater than all of them. Shaheeda, her maqsad is greater, her sacrifice is greater, her message is greater, her position is greater out of all of them. One day Salman comes to the Prophet, says, Ya Rasulullah, tell me something from amongst the manaqib and the fada'il of the lady. Something, you know why Salman is minna Ahlul Bayt? You know why Salman is on, when the Sahaba have darajat, the highest darajah is of Salman. You know why? Because Salman was the only one who was allowed to enter the house of Sayyidah. How many times Salman would go and he would help Fatima, he would carry Imam Hassan, he would carry Imam Hussain, he would grind the mill for Lady Fatima, because his ma'rifat of Fatima was the highest. So he became the Sahabi of the highest maqam. In the Shia mazhab, if you want to, in the Shia mazhab, I'm speaking for my own denomination. In the Shia mazhab, if you want to see how high the rank of a Sahabi is, you see how close he is to Fatima. And if you want to see how low someone is, you see how far he is from Fatima. Salman on the 10th level, because of his love for the door of Fatima, for the house of Fatima. He says, Ya Rasulullah, tell me something about Fatima. He says, Oh Salman, remember, on the day of judgment when all of mankind will walk, Fatima will be on a heavenly camel. The first person to enter the doors of heaven will be my daughter Fatima, accompanied by angels, Jibrail, Mikael, with the sons Hassan and Hussein. She will be the first one who will enter paradise. This is something that is a right only reserved for the daughter of the Prophet. Imagine that. The lady who is the first one. Behind her will walk Asiya and Maryam and Sarah and Hajara, the other ladies, and Muhammad and Khadija. But the one who will lead will be Fatima Zahra. Now you ask the question. If Fatima is the first person to enter heaven, her husband Ali is the Saki of Kausar, Qasimun Nari wal Jannah. Can any enemy of Ahlul Bayt now enter heaven? Fatima is the first person to enter. Ali is Qasimun Nari wal Jannah. You know when someone said to Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, Oh Ali, you are Qasimun Nari wal Jannah, wa abuka fin nar, and your father is in hell. An enemy came to Imam Ali alayhi salam, Munafiq, Kharji. He says, you are Qasimun Nari wal Jannah, but your father was not a Muslim. Imam Ali says to him, look, at least you accepted I'm Qasimun Nari wal Jannah. Then you leave my father to me, I will decide where he goes. Can it be the case that I am Qasimun Nari wal Jannah and my father doesn't go to Jannah? Imam Ali says, you worry about yourself. And your father as well. Recite salawat. And interesting enough, this opens a room for more debate. Because if the father of Imam Ali alayhi salam is to be investigated, then all other fathers should be investigated. And we see what Abu Talib was doing and what some of their fathers were doing. And by God, Abu Talib alayhi salatu wasalam, without a shadow of a doubt, in his time, was the wali of Allah. Without a shadow of a doubt, Abu Talib alayhi salatu wasalam was the chosen of Allah. Was the wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Someone who in his time was the guide, was the hadi from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if I begin to tell you what the fathers of others were doing, you would be shocked at how certain people and their children occupied the highest ranks in Islam. And that Abu Talib would stay up all night to protect the Prophet. Today they say, well, there is no evidence of him reciting the kalima. When the Lady of Light was born, when Fatima was born, I give you this, which family this is. The hadith says when Fatima was born, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down Asiya and Sarah to go and help Lady Khadija and Maryam and the sister of Musa alayhi salam, Kulsum. Go and help Khadija for Fatima's to come. But what's interesting is when Lady Fatima was born, she says, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, I bear witness that Allah is one. Wa ashhadu anna abi Rasulullah. And I bear witness that my father is the Prophet. And then she says, Wa ashhadu anna ba'li. Fatima is just born. She says, I bear witness that my husband is the wali of Allah. She's not married yet. She's just born. She says, I bear witness Allah is one. I bear witness that the messenger of Allah is my father. And I bear witness that the wali of Allah is my husband. But you may ask the question, well, the marriage is still to take place. It goes to show that Ali and Fatima were married first on the arsh and then on the farsh. It was the amr of Allah, it was the will of Allah, that Ali and Fatima were made for one another. They were suitable for one another. And this is the lady. The first one to enter heaven. Ali ibn Abi Talib is the Qasimun Nari wal Jannah, and her sons are Sayyida Shabab Ahlil Jannah. Her father is Rahmatul lil Alameen, the best father, the best husband, the best sons buried in the best land, Karbala. The best land out of all lands belongs to the son of Fatima. The land in which the soil is khak-e-shifa. And that is not for any other land. Now when you put this in front of you, then you see that this lady who is the part of the essence of the Prophet, when they bring you 4 women who are the best of their time, there is no doubt that Fatima is going to be greater than them. Ali is the nafs of the Prophet. Fatima is the ruh of the Prophet. And both of them are the kuf of one another. They are suitable for one another, and that's what the Prophet says, had it not lawla Ali, lam yakun li Fatima kuf. Had it not been for Ali ibn Abi Talib, Fatima would not have a kuf from Adam to Qiyamah. Now imagine all of the prophets that have passed, all of them aside, but only Ali ibn Abi Talib. And this itself is a dalil on the greatness of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wasalam ala al-anbiya. And so this led to fabrications, to jealousy against the Lady of Light. Like they fabricated against Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam that, 6 months later he gave the oath of allegiance. Or Fatima Zahra, before she died, she became happy. Or they fabricated against the father of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam that Hazrat Abu Talib did not recite his Shahadatain. All of these things were fabricated. And then this led to another fabrication. Why? Because they couldn't deny the hadith. Man azaha faqad azani. One who angers her has angered me. This is recorded in Sunni traditions. So they said, look, we can't deny it, but we'll turn the anger of Fatima towards Ali. So what do they say? They say, yeah, the hadith is right, but she was angry with Ali. Wal ayadhu billah. Nakl kufr kufr nabasha. She was angry with Imam Ali. Why? Because that's what they have fabricated. Some of the muarrikheen, some of the historians. Those historians who have betrayed Ahlul Bayt. They say Ali ibn Abi Talib wanted to marry the daughter of Abu Lahab. He wanted to marry the daughter of Abu Lahab. And so because of that, Fatima became angry. She went to the Prophet and she says, oh father, Ali ibn Abi Talib wants to marry the daughter of Abu Lahab. Abu Lahab or Abu Jahl, one of the kuffar. He came out and he says, Man azaha faqad azani. So now what do? They turned the direction towards Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib and they saved those who usurped the right of Fatima, who burned the house of Fatima, who Fatima really was angry with. Could you remember? Lady Fatima says, I will curse you after every salah. She said, I will curse you after every salah. So I said, look, we can't deny that. So let's turn it. Number one, the jawab. Number one, the hadith has no base. There's no base for this. It's a fabricated tradition. Even according to their criteria, according to their books. Number two, let's say for a second it's true, which is not. But for a second, let's say it's true. Why would the Prophet, who himself has married more than one wife, would say to Ali, you can't marry another, when the Quran says you can? Why would the Prophet, who himself has married the daughter of Abu Sufyan, Habiba, say to Imam Ali, you can't marry the daughter of Abu Jahl? If that is true, which is not. And why would Fatima become angry if Fatima herself said to Imam Ali when she was on her deathbed, oh Ali, marry after me? And marriage is a Quranic right. The Quran allows, as you all know, up to 4 wives. So if the Imam even wanted to do that. Fatima Zahra would never be angry with something which is in the Quran. The Prophet would never stop from something which is in the Quran. So this hadith is then thrown, well, there's not a hadith, this fabrication is thrown out. It does not stand the test of Rijal, Sanad, or Quran, and anything which contradicts the Quran is to be thrown against the wall. Fatima is ma'asuma and Ali is ma'asum. Never once in the lifetime of Ali and Fatima was there ever a contradiction between both of them. In fact, when they asked Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, Ya Ali, how did you find Fatima after marriage? He says, by God, I found her to be a companion in worship of Allah. When they asked Fatima, how did you find Ali ibn Fatima's nature was that Fatima never asked Ali ibn Abi Talib for anything in her life. Never. I mean, the relationship was such that Ali ibn Abi Talib, whenever he would come home from a battle or from outside, the hardship of the outside, he would see the noor on the face of Fatima and he would forget everything. Ali, who's kull iman, his iman is completed through Fatima. Because marriage completes half of faith. But Ali is complete faith. And if there's anyone who completes the faith of complete faith, that is Fatima Zahra. If there's anyone who forms the kuf of the Lady of Light, that must be light. So there is no Zunurain, there is only Zunur. And that is Ali ibn Abi Talib. Because there's only one Noor, Fatima, and she belongs to Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wasalam. And so for this, these are fabricated that have come through history. And history has been, not only have people been unkind to Ahlul Bayt, historians have been unkind to Ahlul Bayt. By writing such false traditions, by fabricating lies, by distorting facts, to try to change the image of the true Muhammadan Ahlul Bayti faith, to take him away. Because the holy, Imam Ali ibn Musa Rada alayhi salatu wasalam, the holy Imam says, our speech, our kalam, our fadilat is such that if our message reached the people, they will flock towards us. They will run to us. If the true message of Ahlul Bayt reached the people, the true Fatimi Islam, there's only one Islam, and that is the Fatimi Islam. If the message that reached the people, they would come running to Ahlul Bayt. Because they know this is the only Islam that stands the test of each and every age. This is the only Islam where the Imam is living. This is the only Islam where there is a waris of the kitab. Because you can't have a kitab and not have the waris. You can't have the kitab and not have the sahib of the kitab, the possessor of the book. This is the only, if this faith reached the people. I always say this to the Shia, that you should take pride in your Shia mazhab. You know why? Because Allah has not given you one Ali, He's given you 12 Alis. And if I may say this, take pride. You have 12 infallible Imams, where the others don't even have 3. Two, 3, 4, whatever, Jitne bhi aap kar le. Because they never claimed infallibility. Ahlul Bayt claimed infallibility. And Quran backed it up, وَيُطَهِّرَكُمْ تَطْهِيرًا. And once when Imam Rada alayhi salam in the court of Mamun was asked, who is greater, Ya Ali ibn Musa Rada, Maryam or Fatima? It says, our grandmother Fatima. It says, why? Because, he says, look at the dalil that the Holy Imam gives. He says, the Quran, when he speaks about Maryam, Quran says, Tahira. Wa tahira, ki once. Taharat is used once for Maryam. But when he speaks about Fatima, taharat is used twice. وَيُطَهِّرَكُمْ تَطْهِيرًا. The word comes from the same Arabic, taharat. وَيُطَهِّرَكُمْ تَطْهِيرًا. Maryam is chosen, then وَطَهِّرَكِ. But Fatima's وَيُطَهِّرَكُمْ تَطْهِيرًا. So because she has been purified, Maryam has been purified, Fatima has been purified, a thorough purification. And the difference is what? You know what purification is? Just last point or two, inshallah, and then come to Masahib. Purification, there's, ulama have discussed this. They say, when it comes to Ahlul Bayt, rich, as you know, is away from them. But how is it away from them? Is it taken away from them? Or is it kept away from them? There's dafa rijs and there's a raf'a rijs. Daf, dal fi ayn dafa'a, ra fi ayn rafa'a. Raf is from rafa. Yani when there is something, you lift it and you take it away. Raf. Dafa, dur dafa. Ahlul Bayt is not, the purification is Ahlul Bayt is not of the rafa. It is of the dafa. In other words, the rafa is when there was a ritz and it was taken out. Dafa is they would try to come close and Ahlul Bayt, Allah stopped it. So one thing is clear, that the ritz is not found near Ahlul Bayt. Najasat is not found near Ahlul Bayt. Hence anyone who has najasat in his heart will not go to Karbala and Najaf. Anyone who has the germs and the bacteria of najasat, of the bughs of Ali ibn Abi Talib, will not go close to Karbala. You know why? Because Karbala is heaven on earth. And if he has those germs, najasat in his heart, he will not go to the Karbala on earth, he will not go to the heaven on earth and the heaven in Akhirah. Because the germs, once infect you, they stay inside you. And that's why the hadith says, Rasulullah says to Imam Ali, looks at Imam Ali, says, Ya Ali, come closer, looks at him, he says, oh Ali, if Allah gives anyone the life of Nuh, long life, that he lives as long as Nuh, and he does Hajj, over 1,000 Hajj he does, he walks to Hajj, between Safa and Marwa he is killed. He gives charity the size of the Mount Uhud, golden mountain, he gives it in charity. But oh Ali, if he even has a small germ of the bughs of Ali ibn Abi Talib, not that he will not enter heaven, he will not smell the fragrance of paradise. The Prophet does not say he won't enter heaven. He won't smell the raiha of Jannah. The fragrance of paradise. Why? Because the hadith says the fragrance of paradise is smelt from miles out. God knows how many, I can't remember now, but it's in the books. From a long distance, heaven is smelt. The fragrance can be felt. Like Yaqub could smell the shirt of Yusuf. And Yaqub was in Palestine. And Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salam was in Misr, in Egypt. But yet he could smell the fragrance of the shirt of the Nabiullah. Because the Nabi gives a beautiful fragrance. And that's why, you know, when Imam Hassan enters the house and he says, oh Mother Fatima, I smell Rasulullah. I smell the fragrance. Ra'iha tayyaba. I smell this beautiful fragrance. Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen says in Nahjul Balagha, when they asked him, tell us about your childhood, Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib says, in my last point and I want to come to Masahib, Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib says, Nahjul Balagha, khutbah Nahjul Balagha, he says, I was raised in the lap of the Prophet. Muhammad was raised in the lap of Abu Talib, Ali was raised in the lap of Muhammad. He says, I was raised in the lap of the Prophet. The Prophet would put me on his chest when he would sleep at night. The Prophet would feed me. I was with the Prophet everywhere. I can still smell the fragrance of the Prophet. I can still smell. I remember that day I was in the Ghar of Hira. I was in the, you know when the Prophet used to go to the cave of Hira, right? They said the Prophet was alone. And the Holy Prophet would spend time out there. And he would meditate, he would pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes, the Prophet was alone. There was no one there except Ali ibn Abi Talib. The only one who would have the permission to be with him was Ali ibn Abi Talib. And Amir al-Mu'mineen says, when the first revelation descended, I saw the nur of Jibreel. I heard the revelation. And that's why Rasulullah says, oh Ali, you see what I see, you hear what I hear. You see what I see. So Amir al-Mu'mineen would see Jibreel. He would hear. Jibreel will bring revelation, Ali would hear it. I was in the cave when Jibreel came down. I heard it, I saw it. So now you tell me, who really deserves to be called the companion of the cave of the Prophet? Who was in the cave with the Prophet before anyone else was in the cave? He says, I saw the revelation. I smelled the fragrance of Nabuwah. I heard what Jibreel said. That's what the Prophet says, oh Ali, you hear what my ears hear. The companions, the Sahaba, the Muslims would wait. When the Prophet gets revelation, then he would recite the ayat. Ali would not have to wait. It comes down on the heart of the Prophet, Ali ibn Abi Talib hears it. Because the connection is of Imama and Nabuwa and the Maqam of Nur and Alam and Nur. The aim of the Prophet is within the chest of his nafs. Now you understand what Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen says? Rasulullah taught me 1,000 chapters of knowledge. And from each chapter I opened another 1,000 doors. 1,000 chapters of knowledge. I end with this. When the first caliph came to power, he sat on the minbar and he says, look, I am now representing the Prophet. Anyone amongst you, if the Prophet made a will to you, I shall fulfill that will. If the Prophet promised you something, I will make up that promise. If Rasulullah had said to you that he would do something to you that he couldn't do before he left this dunya, I'll do it now. Two men stood up. One by the name of Jabir and one by the name of Jarir. Two names we have in history. They said, look, the Prophet promised us this and this, that he would give us. One guy said, he promised me X amount of dates that I would get. You know, he would give me a dates as hadiyah. Another person said, whatever it was. But you know what's ironic and what really strikes the reader when you read is that upon their request, he fulfilled their desire without asking for any evidence. I don't know if I'm able to convey this. I want you to read between the lines. He did not ask for any evidence. Okay, show me evidence where the Prophet said that. He says, the Prophet said that? No problem. I'll do it. Yet when the daughter of the Prophet comes and she says, give me back what's mine, he says, what is your proof? Bring me evidence, bring me proof. So when they came, no evidence, no proof, no problem, khalas, take it, go. But this is the part of the Prophet. This is the ruh of the Prophet. This is the heart of the Prophet. This is the essence of the Prophet. He says, what is your evidence? She says, you ask me for evidence? Fine. I'll bring Ali, who is the nafs of the Prophet in Mubahala. I'll bring Hassan and Hussein, the Prophet used to kiss Hassan and Hussein. He said they are Sayyida Shabab Ahlil Jannah. She brought Hassan and Hussein. She brought Ayman. I'll bring you Ayman. Ayman was the Kaniz of Hazrat Rasul Khuda, about whom the Messenger of Allah says, I guarantee Ayman paradise, she will never lie. In fact, the Prophet says that whereas two women make one witness as compared to a man, Ayman's testimony is to be accepted as one woman. That's how strong the testimony was of Ayman. But believe it or not, every proof that Fatima gave was rejected. Every proof that the Lady of Light presented, the daughter of Muhammad. You know what should have been done? What should have been done is that, oh Fatima, you are the only living child of our Prophet. You take anything you want. Oh Fatima, how could we serve you? They should have come to the door of Fatima and said, oh Fatima, your father is left. What is it that we can do to make you feel at ease? They came to the door, but you know how they came to the door? They came to threaten the daughter of Rasulullah. Ajrakum ala Allah. After Rasulullah died, she cried a lot. You know, there are people in history who have been known to cry. Yaqub is known for his tears. He cried for many years until he met Yusuf. Imam Sajjad is known for his tears. 30 years, whenever someone would give Imam Sajjad water, he would look at that water and he would say, Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdullah. For a sip of water they killed you, O Hussein. He would remember his brother Ali Asghar, and he would say how young he was. If only they had given him a drop of water when he would walk to the streets of Medina, and he would see butchers are sacrificing animals. He would stop and ask them, he said, stop, have you given this animal water? And he would say, Mawla Sajjad, I'm a Muslim. I know that you should give water to the animal before you sacrifice. And he would turn towards Karbala and he would say, but they did not give any water to my father. And on the 13th of Muharram, when he buries the body of Aba Abdullah, with his finger, you know what he writes on the grave of Imam al-Husayn? Hada Qabr al-Husayn. This is the grave of Husayn who was killed at Shana. And whenever he would see water, Imam Sajjad would cry. But there's a difference between the crying of Yaqub and Mawla Sajjad and Fatima. Whereas they cried over a period of years, Fatima cried over a period of days. So much so that Fatima's hair had turned white. You know, there is a condition today, scientifically proven, there's a condition. And there have been a number of studies that have been done on this, that inmates who have been given the death penalty, a night before they are to be hanged, there have been cases that their hair turned white. Why? Out of the stress that they have been put through. When Fatima went to ask for her right, her hair were black. When she came home, Ajrakum ala Allah. You know, they would always ask Imam Hassan, "Oh Mawla Hassan, why do you cry so much? It's sad what happened, but you cry more than Hussein. You cry more than Zainab ibn Kulthum. You cry more than Hussein. You cry more than your father Ali ibn Abi Talib." Do you know what Imam Hassan alayhi salam says? He says, "Oh questioner, if you had seen what I saw, you would have cried." He says, "Mawla, what did you see?" He says, "I saw how 40 men surrounded my mother. I saw how they surrounded our house. Because when Imam Hassan would walk to the streets, and whenever he would see those two, he would turn around. He would not look at them. Why? They say, Mawla, why do you turn around? Whenever you see them, you turn around. He says, when I see them, I remember the slaps they gave my mother Fatima. When Bibi Fatima came out, you know, at the end, it's a strange tradition. At the end, when she gave the khutbah and she challenged the caliph and she disgraced him, she says, how is it that Suleiman can inherit from Dawood, but I cannot inherit from my father, the Prophet? He says, okay, fine, I will write you something, that fadak is yours. He writes it. He says, take it. And as she exits, she meets the second. He says, what is that? The lady says, he has signed for me fadak. Do you know what the tradition states? Will you hear this? By God, it will break your heart. He says, give that back to me. Fatima says, no. This is what my father gave to me in his lifetime. It is said that he goes for this document. Fatima holds on to this document. When he realizes that Fatima will not give away that document, he raises his hand on Fatima. So much so that Fatima lets go of this document. He takes the document, he rips it and he throws it on the ground and he steps on it. At that moment, Fatima curses him. She says to him, like you ripped this document, may Allah rip your stomach. She cursed him. But Imam Hassan would cry because he would remember that day. You know, one of the reciters of Karbala, Marhum Sheikh Abdul Zahra al-Ka'bi, he used to be a zakir of Karbala. He used to recite Masaib. One day he recites the Musibah of Imam Hassan on the Shahadat of Imam Hassan, and he comes home and he goes to sleep. In his dream he sees Imam Hassan. He says, oh Zakir, you did not recite my Masaib. He says, Mawla, I recited your Masaib. I recited how they poisoned your liver out of your mouth. I recited all of the musibah. He says, no, that is my musibah. That is not my greatest musibah. He says, Mawla, you tell me, what is it? I recited everything I knew, I said it. He says, listen, my greatest musibah is when they dragged my father out of the house. My greatest musibah is when they raised the whip at Fatima. I was young, I was calling for help, but no one came to save us. But I saw how my mother would fall to the ground. Then she would stand and she would fall to the ground. Ajrukum ala Allah, ajrukum ala Allah. I leave you with his last two lines. Imam Hassan alayhi salam would cry. Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam would cry. But Fatima herself, she would cry so much that they would say to Ali ibn Abi Talib, oh Ali, tell Fatima not to cry. We cannot take the screams, we cannot take the crying of Fatima. When we come to recite namaz in the mosque, we hear there's a lady crying. When people come from outside, they come to the mosque, they hear there's a lady crying. And they ask the question, why is this lady crying? Who is this lady? And they did not want them to know what happened to Fatima. But Amir al-Mu'mineen makes a Baytul Ahzan in Jannatul Baqi. Every morning she would go there with Hassan and Hussein, and she would shed tears. As if that was not enough, they destroyed the Baytul Ahzan. Then she sat under a tree and she cried. If that was not enough, they cut the tree. Now Fatima had nowhere to cry. Ajrukum ala Allah. Now when she would cry in her house, she would take Imam Hassan, she would take Imam Hussein, she would take Zainab and Kulsum, and she would cry and she would say to them, oh my children, very soon I shall meet Rasulullah. Very soon I shall leave this dunya, I would leave this dunya. But imagine the sabr of Ali. You know what they asked Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib? They say, oh Ali, what is the most difficult thing for a man? Amir al-Mu'mineen begins to shed tears. He cries, this is Fatih Khaybar Ali. He says the most difficult thing for a man is that a man is shuja, but yet in front of his eyes they attack his namus. They attack his women. I leave you with this wasiyah of Fatima, the daughter of the Prophet, who should have had the huge janazah. She should have had the biggest janazah. What does she say? Oh Ali, Oh Ali, what is the wasiyah of Fatima? She says, oh Ali, this is the wasiyah of Fatima, the daughter of Muhammad. I bear witness there is one God. I bear witness my father is the messenger of Allah. And you know what she says after that? She says, oh Ali, when she makes a wasiyah, she says, oh Ali, Allah created me for you in dunya and He created me for you in akhirah. Oh Ali ibn Abi Talib, hannitni bil-layl, ghassilni bil-layl, kafinni bil-layl. Oh Ali, bury me in the darkness of the night. Oh Ali, give me ghusl in night. Oh Ali, give me kafan in night. So that they don't know it's my janazah. And do not let them come to my janazah. I will complain to Rasulullah what they did to me. Now the ulama have said something very strange here. They say, why is it that Fatima says, oh Ali, bury me in the night? Why is it that Fatima specifically says, ghassilni bil-layl, give me ghusl in night? Kafinni bil-layl, give me kafan in night. My last, I finish here. The ulama says two reasons. Reason one is that she did not want her enemies to participate in her janazah. That was the first reason, because she wanted to tell the world, she, the daughter of Muhammad, is upset with the ummah of Muhammad. But you know what the second thing the ulama say, and this will break your heart. Oh Ali, give me ghusl at night. You know why? Because at night is difficult to see. At that time there were no lights. It was a small candle, it was a small lamp they used to light. Fatima wanted Ali to give ghusl at night. Why? Because she wanted to cover her wounds from Ali ibn Abi Talib. She did not want Ali ibn Abi Talib to see those stains, those dark and purple marks on her arms. You know where she got that mark from? When she held the Abba of Ali ibn Abi Talib. The tyrant took the sword in his sheets and he smacked the hands of Fatima. ألا لعنة الله على القوم الظالمين وسيعلم الذين ظلموا أي منقلب ينقلبون والعاقبة للمتقين إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. ماتم حسين.
एक बेकसों गरीब का कुनबा जल गया, एक बेकसों गरीब का कुनबा जल गया, गोदी जल गई कोई झूला जल गया। अर्ज़ करबला तेरी गोदी में आकर फर्जंद फातिमा का भरा घर उजड़ गया, फर्जंद फातिमा का भरा घर उजड़ गया। अर्ज़ करबला फर्जंद फातिमा का भरा घर उजड़ गया, शबर का लाल और मुन्ने रंगिए जहां, शबर का लाल और मुन्ने रंगिए जहां, मौत आई कैसे वक्त में दूल्हा बना कहाँ, सेहरा उलट के हक की हिमायत में क्या गया, दूल्हा का जिस्म घोड़ों से पामाल हो गया। अरे
करबला तेरी गोदी में आकर फर्जंद फातिमा का भरा घर उजड़ गया। लैला का चांद जुल्म की बदली में घिर गया। लैला का चांद जुल्म की बदली में घिर गया। मेजाज गर पखा के जवानी में मर गया। मेजाज गर पखा के जवानी में मर गया। क्या मौत थी खुदा की कसम दिल दहल गए। दो हिचकियों में खाक में अरमान मिल गए। अर्ज़ करबला तेरी गोदी में आकर फर्जंद फातिमा का भरा घर उजड़ गया। गोदी में खेलता हुआ बच्चा हुसैन का। गोदी में खेलता हुआ बच्चा हुसैन का। 2 दिन की भूख को प्यास से कुमला के रह गया। पानी के मांगने से जिगर आब हो गया। एक तीर आया हल्क छिदा दम निकल गया। अर्ज़ करबला तेरी गोदी में आकर फर्जंद फातिमा का भरा घर उजड़ गया। अब्बास जिसके दम से था सरवर को इत्मीनान। अब्बास जिसके दम से था सरवर को इत्मीनान। थी जिसके दम से फौज हुसैनी की आन बान। शाने कटा के शेर कराई पास हो गया। ज़ैनब की लो असीरी का सामान हो गया। अर्ज़ करबला तेरी गोदी में आन करे फर्जंद फातिमा का भरा घर उजड़ गया। फर्जंद फातिमा का भरा घर उजड़ गया। जाती हो कहाँ छोड़ के तन्हा मेरी अम्मा। शबीर के लब पर था ये नौहा मेरी अम्मा। शबीर के लब पर था ये नौहा मेरी अम्मा। शबीर के लब पर था ये नौहा मेरी अम्मा। जाती हो कहाँ छोड़ के तन्हा मेरी अम्मा। शबीर के लब पर था ये नौहा मेरी अम्मा। शबीर के लब पर था ये नौहा मेरी अम्मा। थम थम के चला करती थी थामे हुए लकड़ी। मुश्किल से चलाती रही एक हाथ से चकी। तुमने न किसी से किया शिकवा मेरी अम्मा। जाती हो कहाँ छोड़ के तन्हा मेरी अम्मा। शबीर के लब पर था ये नौहा मेरी अम्मा। शबीर के लब पर था ये नौहा मेरी अम्मा। कुछ कहते नहीं भाई
हसन हो गए मगमूम, रोती है तड़पती है बहुत ज़ैनब व कुलसूम। अब हो गए तन्हा मेरे बाबा मेरी अम्मा, जाती हो कहाँ छोड़ के तन्हा मेरी अम्मा। शबीर के लब पर था ये नौहा मेरी अम्मा, शबीर के लब पर था ये नौहा मेरी अम्मा। तुम कहती थी बेटा कभी रंजीदा न होना, एक बूंद भी आंसू की ना थी तुमको गवारा। अब रोता है आगोश का पाला मेरी अम्मा, जाती हो कहाँ छोड़ के तन्हा मेरी अम्मा। शबीर के लब पर था ये नौहा मेरी अम्मा, शबीर के लब पर था ये नौहा मेरी अम्मा। तुम कितना तड़प जाती थी एक आह प मेरी, देता हूँ सदा तुमको ये खामोशी है कैसी। आवाज सुना दे मुझे दुखिया मेरी अम्मा, जाती हो कहाँ छोड़ के तन्हा मेरी अम्मा। शबीर के लब पर था ये नौहा मेरी अम्मा, शबीर के लब पर था ये नौहा मेरी अम्मा। एक शोर था जब बंदे कफन टूट रहे थे, और फातिमा ज़हरा के लबों पर थे ये नाले। दो फिर से सदा फिर कहो बेटा मेरी अम्मा, जाती हो कहाँ छोड़ के तन्हा मेरी अम्मा। शबीर के लब पर था ये नौहा मेरी अम्मा, शबीर के लब पर था ये नौहा मेरी अम्मा। मौला यही कहते थे रशीद अश्क बहाकर, दुनिया से गई ज़हरा बड़ा जख्म छुपा कर। बच्चों ने कहा सुन के ये नौहा मेरी अम्मा, जाती हो कहाँ छोड़ के तन्हा मेरी अम्मा। शबीर के लब पर था ये नौहा मेरी अम्मा, शबीर के लब पर था ये नौहा मेरी अम्मा। हुसैन या हंस रहे थे दरबार में उड़ा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ जो भाई जो तहरीर को उठा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा असहाब हंस रहे थे दरबार में उड़ा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा बाबा वो जानते थे मैं फिर मुस्तफा हूँ हसनो हुसैन की माँ मैं फरदा किबरिया हूँ रुसवा किया क्यों तुझको दरबार में बुला कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा बाबा वो जानते थे मैं फिर मुस्तफा हूँ हसनो हुसैन की माँ मैं फरदा किबरिया हूँ रुसवा किया क्यों मुझको दरबार में बुला कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा असहाब हंस रहे थे दरबार में उड़ा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा बाबा वो जानते थे मैं फिर मुस्तफा हूँ हसनो हुसैन की माँ मैं फरदा किबरिया हूँ रुसवा किया क्यों मुझको दरबार में बुला कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा बाबा वो जानते थे मैं फिर मुस्तफा हंस रहे थे दरबार में उड़ा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा जब से हसन ने देखा मुझको समाज गाती बेटे से आज तक मैं नजरें नहीं मिलाती कैसे बताऊं उसको दुख में गले लगा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा जब से हसन ने देखा मुझको समाज गाती से आज तक मैं नजरें नहीं मिलाती कैसे बताऊं उसको दुख में गले लगा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा असहाब हंस रहे थे दरबार में उड़ा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा कहता था उम्मती ये बाहर अली को भेजो रस्सी पिलाया हूँ मैं हाथों में मेरे देखो मैं करूँगा बाजार में ले जाकर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठा कहता था उम्मती ये बाहर अली को भेजो रस्सी पिलाया हूँ मैं रहे थे दरबार में उड़ा कर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठाकर बाबा मैं आ गई हूँ तहरीर को उठाकर बाबा मैं आ गई तहरीर को उठा टूटी है बसिया भी तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनदे हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनदे हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनदे हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनदे हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनदे हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनदे हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनदे हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनदे हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनदे हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनदे हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनदे हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनदे हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनदे हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनदे हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनदे हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनदे कुरान ते मनदे पैने बस एक ओ आयत तत्हीर नहीं मनदे हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनदे हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनदे हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तहरीर नहीं मनते कुरान ते मन दे पैने बस एक आयत तत्हीर नहीं मनते हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनते हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनते हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनते जीवे मरूर देन बैठे ने कुर्सियां ते बैठे ने कुर्सियां ते मैं जान गई आयस रब दे लोगी हुन मेरी औखी नहीं मनते हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनते हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनते हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनते जीवे मरूर देन बैठे ने कुर्सियां ते बैठे ने कुर्सियां ते मैं जान गई आयस रब दे लोगी हुन मेरी औखी नहीं मनते हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनते हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनते हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनते कुरान ते मन दे पैने बस एक आयत तत्हीर नहीं मनते हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनते हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनते हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनते बूहा जरा के मेरा करते रहे मनारी करते रहे मनारी मनते आफिल कुर्बानू और सहारानू ऐसी तफसीर नहीं मनते हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनते हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मनते हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी मन दे हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मन दे हाय बाबा तेरे कुरान दे कारी तेरी तहरीर नहीं मन दे लगदा नहीं मन दे हाय बाबा دشمنان اهل بیت لعنت
السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله السلام عليك يا ابن رسول الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام عليك يا ابن أمير المؤمنين السلام عليك يا سيدة النساء العالمين السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام عليك يا غريب الغرباء السلام عليك يا معين الضعفاء والفقراء السلام عليك يا شمس الشموس وانيس النفوس وأيها المدفون بأرض توس السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام عليك يا صاحب العصر والزمان الأمان 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 السلام عليك يا مزر الإيمان السلام عليك يا خليفة الرحمن السلام عليك يا إمام الإنس والجان السلام عليك يا شريك القرآن السلام عليك يا إمام زماننا هذا أجل الله تعالى فرجك وسهل الله مغفرتك وظهورك السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم كل وليك حجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعات وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوى وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
اللهم صل